15 remarkable facts about amazing kangaroos. Fact number 15. Kangaroos don't emit much methane. We will start with a fact that may seem a bit difficult at first, but it is really an interesting thing. So get ready for some science. Scientists have identified a special type of bacterium in the stomachs of kangaroos that process their food without producing methane. This result is not only good for the environment, but it's more efficient for the kangaroos to process their food. Researchers hope to study these bacteria to try to implement them in farm animals, like cows, in order to reduce the amount of methane harming the environment. Let's move on to another fact that is more, let's say, practical. Fact number 14. Kangaroos can flex. You will be surprised to know that kangaroos can flex. Yep, you've heard that right. It's not just human guys that flex to impress the ladies. Male kangaroos do it too. Male kangaroos use their arms to fend off rival mates. The kangaroos with larger biceps and showed them off were more often chosen by the female kangaroos. Makes sense. Okay, if they're so good at flexing, are they okay with running? Fact number 13. If kangaroos are chased, they run to the water. You probably know that these animals have strong legs, so no wonder they're supersonic. But what if they need to run away to save their life? What would they do? Although kangaroos don't have many predators, they can sometimes be attacked by humans or dingoes. As a defense, kangaroos often lead the pursuer into water. Once there, the kangaroo will try to drown the attacker. Otherwise, the kangaroo will back against a tree and kick. This has enough force to kill a human, with their iconic hops that we're going to talk about in the next fact. Fact number 12. Kangaroos hop because they have to. You always see kangaroos hopping around because they can't move their legs independently. The structure of their legs renders them incapable of using them to walk. Fortunately, it seems they really wouldn't need to, seeing as they can hop at speeds of over 35 miles per hour. That's incredibly fast. But how do their kids feel if they're in there in the bags? Speaking of kids, the next fact will 100% blow your mind. Fact number 11. Female kangaroos can pause a pregnancy. The reason the kangaroo population is so high is that female kangaroos are pretty much constantly pregnant. After a newborn joey reaches the pouch, the female will get pregnant again. However, she can freeze the embryo development until the current joey is able to leave the pouch. Once it leaves, she resumes her pregnancy, and the cycle repeats. Probably there's no other animal on the planet that can do this. We could get into this topic even deeper, but let's move on to the next one. Fact number 10. Most kangaroos are left-handed. While it's often thought that humans are the only species that have a dominant hand, kangaroos do as well. Wild kangaroos gravitate to using their left hands for tasks like grooming and feeding. Is it just me, or do we have a lot in common with kangaroos? Fact number 9. Australia has more kangaroos than humans. In comparison to the 24 million people living in Australia, there are 44 million kangaroos as of 2015. That's quite a leap from 2009, when there were only 27 million kangaroos. The overpopulation of kangaroos leads us to the next fact. Fact number 8. Kangaroo meat is common to Australians. All vegans will be shocked and outraged by now. It's not unusual to find a kangaroo burger on a menu in Australia. In fact, it is a healthier option as it is high in protein and low in fat, as well as a more sustainable alternative to other meat. Because the kangaroo population is so high, it's not a threat to their existence. But this is not the only thing why kangaroos die, and humans have to do with this. Fact number 7. Kangaroos are hit by cars all the time. In fact, 80% of animals hit by cars in Australia are kangaroos. The majority of rental car insurance policies don't cover you if you drive in the outback when it's dark because the chances of hitting a kangaroo are so high. Many people who live in the country have metal roo bars to decrease the impact of hitting a kangaroo. Luckily, not all kangaroos accidentally show up on the roads. This leads us to the next fact. Fact number 6. There's a species of kangaroos that live in trees. If you saw these kangaroos, you wouldn't think they were kangaroos. Unlike the kangaroos we think of, tree kangaroos walk on all fours and don't hop. Not only that, but they're native to New Guinea and only far northeastern Queensland, unlike the majority of kangaroos that are native to Australia in general. Sadly, this rare species population is on the decline due to deforestation and hunting. I hope this didn't make you cry, but if it did, the next fact will make you smile. Number 5. The tails of kangaroos act like a third leg. Not only do kangaroos use their tail for balance, but it's also like an extra leg. They have a unique walk in which they push off the ground with their tail followed by jumping with their legs. The force of their tail is the equivalent power of their legs combined. It looks really interesting, but this also means that the animal has to put extra effort into that walk, which normally has to make them sweat. But they don't. Fact number 4. Kangaroos don't sweat. These animals simply don't have sweat glands. They tend to hang out and relax in shaded areas when it's hot out. If they really want to cool down, they will lick their forearms until their fur is soaked. They will also lick their paws and rub the moisture on their chest. Oh, we forgot to tell you another interesting thing about their tails. Check this out. Fact number 3. Kangaroos can't move backwards. Kangaroos can't jump backwards because their tail is huge and muscular. Australia took this as an inspiration for their coat of arms, featuring a kangaroo and an emu. Both are animals that can't move backward, which symbolizes the nation only moving forward. Inspiring! But what is even more inspiring is how many names kangaroos have. Fact number 1. Newborn joeys are the size of a lima bean. Male kangaroos are called boomers. Female kangaroos are called flyers. And of course, baby kangaroos are joeys. If there's a group of kangaroos, they can be referred to as either a mob, a troop, or a court. Since kangaroos are very social animals, they're almost always in a group, sometimes as small as 3 or 4, sometimes as large as 100. We have the last fact left, and let us ensure you that this one is really interesting. Fact number 1. Newborn joeys are the size of a lima bean. Do you have any ideas on how big newborn kangaroos are? As the gestation period for kangaroos is incredibly short, only 33 days, joeys are tiny when they emerge. They stay in the pouch where they grow for 4 months, at which point they leave the pouch for short periods of time. At 10 months is when they finally leave the pouch for good. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Before you leave, make sure you hit the subscribe button. See you